A former Cherokee County deputy has been charged with 2 counts of misdemeanor negligent homicide for a crash that killed 2 people back in 2020. Grace Blaylock was one of those victims. Her mother says Grace's life is worth more than the punishment that would come with a misdemeanor, which is up to a year in jail. She tells News on 6's Ashlyn Brothers that Blaylock is frustrated this case has taken 2 years. Ashlyn?
Lori, the case has been bounced between the state and tribal court and back again. Sherry Blaylock says at the end of the day, the deputy gets to go home to his family. But if she or her grandson want to visit Grace, they have to go to a grave. Sherry Blaylock could recognize that laugh anywhere. That's what she calls a Grace giggle.
Love to have fun and love to laugh and giggle.
Now all Sherry has are pictures, some voice recordings, and videos to keep her company.
So I listen to them.
She says Grace was outgoing and had a servant's heart.
You always look back on the what you should have done. And so I would have told her how proud I was of her.
Grace loved animals and everything outdoors.
There's not a single day that goes by that I don't think about her.
Sherry says Grace was a great single mom to Atticus, who takes after his mom in so many ways.
I would tell him, you know, your mama enjoyed this just like you do.
The Cherokee County Sheriff says Ryan Young was a deputy at the time and was on duty July 31st of 2020 on his way to a call north of Tahlequah. He tells us state troopers believe Young was going around 50 miles an hour, heading south down a hill on a narrow dirt road. He says the victims were coming up the other side of that hill, and Young crashed into them, killing both the driver, Jared Wilkerson, and his passenger, Grace.
You know, he made the choice to drive that way.
The family believes the charges should be felonies.
My sister's life was worth way more than $1,000.
I mean, I feel like my daughter's life was worth more than that.
Blaylock says if Young gets convicted, she wants to see him lose his law enforcement certification. I left a voicemail for Young's attorney to see if they want to say something on his behalf, but haven't heard back yet. Ashlyn Brothers, Oklahoma's own News on 6.